my friends, it's Bella. Welcome to Beauty on a Budget. And I've got a foundation for you today, new one. Well, new to me. It's been out for a little while. It's the Revlon Candid. My one is in the shade 200 Nude. So before we go into what I'm thinking, let's see how it applies. Okay, so bring it up quite close so you can see. All I've got on so far is, I haven't got an actual concealer on. I've got my e.l.f. primer, which you know I absolutely love. And I've got a little bit of this Pixie by Petra. It's a little bit of colour corrector just under my eyes and on the side of my nose there. So that's all I have on so far. So let's see about this foundation. I like the idea of these pumps on a tube. I think it was it's CC cream, isn't it, that done that first, and I like that. So I'm going to pump a couple of pumps on the back of my hands, and just do that first and see how. Get my mirror, see how this works out. Put it around. Damp beauty sponge. This one is the next one, which is by far my favourite sponge. I do like the Real Techniques one, but I've said before it doesn't last that long. This one I've had yonks, and it's like the day I bought it, and it's been washed 100 times. Let's put my hair out of the way. Around my hairline. Blends nicely. Does last nicely as well, I've got to say. Sit. Blend it down my neck. It looks a bit pale, doesn't it, in the camera? It looks a bit pale, but actually in my mirror here it doesn't. I think it's just the light reflecting, but I will bronze it up anyway afterwards. But it's a nice finish. I do like the finish. A little bit on my eyelids because I like to show you guys. The builders have started again. So sorry guys, there's nothing I can do. I just wouldn't be able to make any films because they're there all day, every day. They're doing work in the house next door but one. I think the house has been transferred into a disability house, because they've taken the back of the house out, a lot of work. They've taken the back of the house out and put big doors in, and they've put a lift in there, so a lot of work going on. I keep trying to film around it, but because it's such a big job and they're at it so long, I'm just putting another little bit on for you to show you what a second layer looks like I always try to do when I do it. Plenty of pouncing. Yeah, I think they're making it into a disability house. But the whole back of the house is off. So the finish is nice, guys, isn't it? It's nice. It's a nice light finish. It doesn't look fake. Blends nicely, and as I said, it does last. And it does look a lot lighter in the camera than it does when I'm looking at it in real life. Real life, as if this isn't real life. You know what I mean, guys. Okay, so let's get the rest of my makeup on and see what we think. Okay, my friends, so what did you think? What do you think? The application is nice. I like it a lot. I would say the nearest finish for me on my skin, the nearest finish it's like the Wet n Wild Photo Focus, the original Photo Focus. I would say that's the finish it gives me. It's not too drying. It's not by any means is it a moist looking foundation. It's not a luminous in any way. But it's a nice summer foundation. When more of your own moisture comes through, I'd say it's a nice summer foundation. It might be a little bit drying for me in the winter, to be a winter foundation. But I like the look of it. Let's get a little bit closer for you. Obviously, I've got the rest of my makeup on now so you can see. But the luminosity is, I've got Rinaldi's Luminoso, and it just brings that out because I like a little luminous look here, you know, and I've bronzed it up a little bit, obviously, but I like it. I do like it. Whether I'd say it's in my top 3 foundations, I don't think so. But I've tried so many now. But yes, I'd buy it again. I'd buy it again. Definitely, if it was on offer, I would buy it again. It's definitely not a write-off. I think it gives quite a nice finish. Definitely in the summer, no doubt about that. And it lasts. That I've got to say, guys, it lasts. It looks good on photographs. And it's got the longevity, which is really something going for it that I really like. As I said, I think the finish is Photo Finish by Wet n Wild is the nearest one that it seems to be on my face anyway. The only thing, well, one of the biggest things I would say that's sort of a downer on this for me is this majority of foundations that you buy have 30 mils. That's kind of the standard thing, 30 mils. But this one has 22. Now, 22, if you think of it, it's almost like a third less, isn't it? When you take the top off, and because you look at it, I mean, it's sort of a bit of an optical illusion for me. You look at it and you think, well, that is all applicator, isn't it? And lid. So if you look at that, that's a pretty small amount, isn't it? You can see, and I didn't think of it when I picked it up, but I would have picked it up anyway because I wanted to try it for you. But I think it's a lot less than where have I got? I haven't got one in here. Than say that, look, the CYO, which I love, which is the average 30 mils. You can see that. I mean, there's a lot of difference. You can't really tell in that packaging, but I think that's a lot, isn't it? I think that's a lot, a third less, and it's an average price, and it's an average price for a Revlon foundation, and they're sort of, is it the Colour Stay, the foundation that was very, very popular at one time, and that real bulletproof one, I mean, that was 30 mils. So I like it. Yes, I do like it. I want to try the concealer. I'd be interested in trying that, but I don't think that's, I know, I think a third less for the price is a bit, but if I really liked it, it would make no difference to me. I do like it. I do like it. Would I suggest it? If you liked Wet n Wild's Photo Focus, I think you'll like this. I think you'll like this. It's not up there with my star buys, but it's not bad. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. Again, guys, I am so sorry for all the noise that's coming out of Next Door But One. They are doing so much work there. And, you know, I mean, I think it's a really good thing what they're doing. They're making it into a disabled house, which I think is really, really good. But there's a lot of work that goes into that, and walls are coming out, and whole back of the house is coming out, and they've put a lift in, so there's lots of noise, and I don't want to upset that, put the telly on, but when you're filming, you know, I hope it's not disturbed you too much. So I will see you again in my next video. Please let me know what you think about the foundation, and also if you've tried it. And if there's any high street drugstore shampoos, I was going to say. If there's any high street drugstore foundations you'd like me to try, though I haven't tried already, please let me know below. And if there's one that you'd like, I'll try it. And if I've tried it already, I'll link the video to the one where I've tried it. So, okay, so I'll see you again on Saturday. Please take great care of yourselves. Love you all. Thanks for being here. And if you like my channel, guys, please give me a thumbs up. It would help me so much. And subscribe to my channel. It would help me and mean an awful lot to me. So thank you so much for being here. Take care. See you Saturday.